Hello everybody, this is your boy bringing you this video about Jimmy Kimmel. But before I begin, don't forget to comment, like, share, subscribe to this video. Please smash notification bells and hit that like or hit that heart here on the TikTok channel, because this is something very serious. Alright, now we know who's running this country. We know the decision that he's making. And some of the things that he's making are some dumb decisions at the time, and no name not to be mentioned, but I will talk about these two particular characters above me. On my left, on my left, your right, that's Jimmy Kimmel. This is a guy who had his channel, or had his program, or had his show removed off of, I think that's ABC, I believe. He was removed off ABC because of some comment that he made about Charlie Kirk, a guy who was shot and killed last week while attending a rally at University of Utah. And I mean, don't get me wrong, I am so deeply saddened by the guy that was shot, you know what I'm saying? But Jimmy Kimmel here, on the other hand, only made a comment that was the truth. But ABC decided to ban him or remove him off their station to remove their show, or because of the comment that he made, or because of the comedy comment that he made about Charlie Kirk. Now, I've seen that video, and I'm gonna say this: he's right. He's right. He didn't say anything about the killing of Charlie Kirk. He only talked about the President of the United States. Now, one guy's gone and one guy's still here. And I'm like I said, I'm deeply saddened by the killing of Charlie Kirk. I really am. But when you got a guy who's a comedian who's been on air for the Jimmy Kimmel Show for over 15 or 20 years now, why would you remove a man who only made one small joke about Donald Trump? He didn't make anything about Charlie Kirk. He didn't make no comedy, and he didn't say anything crazy about Charlie Kirk. He only mentioned about what the reporter was asking Donald Trump. And Donald Trump, if you guys heard the comment and seen the video that Jimmy Kimmel put on his show, and if you've seen Fox News, Fox Nation, or Fox Worldwide News, he only posted that small portion of what the commentators was asking Donald Trump. And he was asking him, how did he feel about the killing of Charlie Kirk, and how did he feel about it? Now, you would think a person would have some sympathy or have some type of remorse when people get killed, but this man had no remorse at all. He only had something about some memorial that he was building. You know what I'm saying? He just got right off the subject of what the reporter asked him. That's all he did. He just got off the comment that was asked and talked about some doggone memorial that he was building somewhere on site. Now, that is about as bad as you can get as a president of the United States. Most presidents, Republicans and Democrats, when someone has got shot, or have there been any murders going on in any of these schools lately, have there been any murders going on in some of these restaurants or some of these business buildings, when people get shot in those business buildings, and when they hear about it, and when they make the national news or the world news, I've heard some Republicans have given their sympathy and remorse. I heard some Democrats giving their sympathy and remorse, but never a Republican who's the president right now has not mentioned anything about Charlie Kirk. I mean, he probably said something about Charlie Kirk earlier when it has occurred back the week before, but this happened to occur, I think, this week. And when the reporter asked Donald Trump about Charlie Kirk, he just got completely off the subject and just changed the subject completely, talk about some doggone memorial that he was building. So if that ain't no sympathy, I don't know what is. So maybe the president is tired of talking about it. Maybe, I don't know, but you know at some point in time, a reporter is gonna bring that question back up at some point to him when he do a public appearance, just like he did that day when the reporter asked him about Charlie Kirk. You know what I'm saying? So I don't understand. I don't understand what this Republican president is trying to do or what he's saying. I really don't know. Really specifically don't know what's going on. But I tell you this, I don't like it. And everybody has that freedom of speech. Jimmy Kimmel had his freedom of speech, and he had his freedom of speech taken right from up under him by him being fired from ABC, not to mention having his show taken off and put some other program and put the what was it, Steve Harvey's Family Feud on in place of his show. That's total disrespect, and that just goes to show that they don't care about people freedom of speech. And then what this really falls on, it falls on the First Amendment and freedom of speech. That's what it falls on. You know what I'm saying? So we'll figure out what's going on. I just hope that Jimmy Kimmel found another job. I'm quite sure he would at some point in time. He probably gonna take up the rest of the year. You know what I'm saying? And then might pop up sometime again in next year, 2026. You might see him on another station. You never know. But for the time being, I really feel really sorry what happened to Jimmy Kimmel. But I do have my respects to Charlie Kirk. You know what I'm saying? I mean, this is a guy this is a young dude, a young Republican guy that was at the University of Utah making a speech about. Well, I'm not exactly sure what the speech was about. I didn't watch I didn't watch him when he was talking, or nor what happened to him, what happened to Kirk. So I can't speak on that because, like I said, I don't know what he was speaking about, and don't know why he was there. That I don't know nothing about. I'm more speaking about Jimmy Kimmel and what happened to him, all because he made a joke about Donald Trump. Not about Charlie Kirk, Donald Trump. And that's what America needs to realize. So this is your boy, the Almighty, when you guys enjoy your Friday. That's what I had to say. And this will be the last time I'm going to have anything to say about Charlie Kirk. And last thing I'm going to say about Jimmy Kimmel. You know what I'm saying? Because, like I said, Jimmy Kimmel will be back sometime in the near future. Because I'm a big fan of Jimmy Kimmel. Jimmy Kimmel used to be on Fox. You used to be on NFL Fox. That's where his career started at. He started at NFL Fox. And when he was in NFL Fox, he left and had his own show. ABC gave him his own show, the Jimmy Kimmel Show. You know what I'm saying? So that's been eons ago. But like I said, he'll be back. This is your boy, the Almighty. You guys enjoy your Friday. I'm out of here. Peace.